September look. Remember, Black women, we are not shopping with anybody but Black. We're only buying Black hair products, and we only getting our hair done by Black women or even Black men. You know, whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles your fanny, just as long as they Black. So this is my protective style for September, so I don't mess around and do anything else for anybody else. We're keeping it in the family. Thank you, Lele. Let's get these hearts pumping. Keeping it cute. Yup. I ain't got no choice. I got to keep it cute. Take all the breaks you need. Thank you. I appreciate it, Anita. I have learned that I have to take breaks. Hi, the Travel Insider. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get these hearts pumping. Woo. Baby, it's about to get uglier. Thank you, Karen. Good morning, people. All right, let's get this shit started. I know I have been gone for a week. I needed that week. Hi, people in YouTube land. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Elena. Hi, Josh. Hi, Erica. Arita. I hope I said that right. I'm not good at pronouncing names. I'm sorry. Hi, Derry. Okay, so I know I've been gone. I needed a week off. I was contemplating not even posting anymore. Just been going through a little bit of depression. So I'm trying to get out of it. Depression is real. And if you don't face it head on, it will consume you. So I took my time to get myself together. I'm supposed to be reporting this tomorrow, but I'm reporting it right now because Israel has popped off on Qatar. Okay? Israel has popped off on Qatar trying to target Hamas. So Qatar condemns the cowardly Israel strike targeting Hamas leaders in Doha. Now, Qatar is supposed to be in the bed with the United States. Y'all know that, right? Supposed to be building Trump's little family. This is be coming together. Supposed to be all loving and happy. Well, that shit has gone too fast. That's not going to happen now. Okay? It is not going to happen now. Okay? Israel's military said Tuesday that they had conducted a precise strike targeting the senior leadership of Hamas T organization amid reports of large explosions in Qatar capital of Doha. Qatar's government quickly issued to commend of what it called to be a cowardly Israeli strike, which is said had violated international law. Now, y'all know Izzy is very, they're very good at violating international law. That's their thing because they feel like they cannot be touched. And right now it seems like that is what's happening because even the EU has stated that Israel is not committing a genocide in Gaza. They voted on that this morning. And it was so sad to see that shit happen. The Israel Defense Forces did not confirm the location of the strikes in its statement, but said it targeted leaders of Hamas who is in the IDF words, had for years led the T organization in operations and directly responsible for the brutal October 7th massacre. I'm over that shit. I'm really over them. But this is going to make it harder because what had happened was the United States had sent ceasefire instructions, to Hamas. Hamas said they will review them. Israel said they agreed with them. So if you agreed with the stipulation of the ceasefire, then why are you, every time we turn around, every time Trump says he's done something, he's sent a ceasefire, they're going to get in line. What does Israel do? Say, Kim. Israel does it every time. Anytime Trump says, oh, we have a ceasefire on the deal with Israel, what do? They attack. Every time. They attack every time. It is a lie. It is not the truth. Every time Benny Boy gets up and say, oh yeah, I see this little, ceasefire, agreement, but fuck that shit. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I want to do. And he's doing exactly what he wants to do. He is not letting up whatsoever. Yesterday, they had a bus attack. Israel had a bus attack that unalived 6 people. And it was somebody opened pew pew on the bus. Yes, this is my shirt. Somebody opened pew pew on the bus. Okay, on the bus. So it's one of their own. One of their own started shutting shit down. This was not a T attack. It was one of their own. The call is coming from inside the room. It's getting a little ugly. Now, I want to give y'all a little statistics. Every hour in Gaza, a child is unalived. Every hour. I can't even fathom that. Every hour a child is unalived. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh, that pisses me off. And while we're on the topic of children, Congo is going through the same thing, and so does Sudan. But we're not getting as much information because Congo is not white, and neither is Sudan. Congo is not white, and neither is Sudan. And they're not going against white people. So they don't matter in the eyes of the public media. And I want to stress that. Y'all do your homework on Congo. Do your homework on Sudan. White people don't care about those countries, but they use their resources. I'm going to say this again. White people do not care about those countries, but they steal all of their resources. And speaking of white countries, France is collapsing. France is collapsing. And when I say collapsing, they're on the brink of bankruptcy. And I think this started because Burkina Faso said, fuck y'all, y'all not getting no more of our shit. I think it is because of Burkina Faso. They shut down all of their money, and it started every other country that was in line with Burkina Faso said the same thing. Y'all not getting none of our shit no more. Now, President Macron is about to be impeached. He's about to be impeached. President Macron is about to be impeached. The people in France are about to take to the streets. In the next 2 days, they're going to be on the ground protesting that President Macron be exited stage left because he could not get Burkina Faso back online. Now, the only thing I'm going to say about the president of France being impeached is I hope it doesn't mess up with his lawsuit against Candace Owens. I'm petty like that. I hope it doesn't mess up the lawsuit with Candace Owens. I'm going to tell y'all about the shirts later. I hope it does not mess up the lawsuit with Candace Owens. I need that shit to still go down. I need that lawsuit to still happen. I really do. I need that. I need her to be shut down. That's all I do is gossip. You're right. And you're here to listen to it. Y'all come up in here, y'all say the dumbest shit, and y'all still here listening to me. So what's really going on? Now, on some serious shit. The DOJ discusses potential ban on transgender people owning pew-pews. We all know what happened a couple of weeks ago when that Catholic school got pew-pewed up by a transgender woman. The reason they are going this way is so they don't have to really identify what the issue was, which is a white boy. I'm sorry, a white woman. They don't want to identify her as white. So they're going to start identifying her as a woman, as trans, so they can get away from her being white. But let me make something very clear. Most 90-something% of pew-pews happen by white kids in very upscale areas, middle class and upper class, okay? By YT children and YT people who have easy access to firearms. That's just the truth. It don't matter if they're transgendered, they're a boy, they're a girl, they're old, they're young, they're always white. They're always white. This is a way for them to deter the fact that it's still a white person doing this. And they're going to blame it on this person being transgendered, which I think that puts harm on the LGBTQ plus IA community as a whole. Because now everybody's going to be targeting one community. But the little boy that shot up, I'm sorry, pew pew, everybody hit F1, 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 F1. My bad, I wasn't supposed to say that word. The little YT boy that just got found guilty for pew-pewing up a church. Nothing was wrong with him. He was just YT. Columbine, YT. Florida, YT. You can't change that fact. They're white. And putting it on the LGBTQIA plus community that involves most races in this country, every race actually, is harmful. That's just what it is. I think that's the Trump administration for you. Trump says grocery prices are going down. We know that's bullshit. We know that's bullshit. I want to know if groceries have gone down for anybody. If groceries have gone down for y'all, please let me know. I would love to know. Because, baby, I'm counting my coins before I go into the store. He says they will go down as soon as his policies kick in. What policies? What policies? Because nobody wants to trade with us. Not only are we going to be struggling at the markets, we got farmers asking for bailouts now because Midwestern farmers are going broke. They can't afford to buy seeds because of tariffs. They can't afford to buy equipment because of tariffs. They can't afford to run their farms because all the immigrants have been taken. But like I said in my previous video, about 80% of them voted for Trump this time. And last time Trump ran for office, they voted for him again. And they went bankrupt by 2019. And they voted again for him this time. And he rolled back every initiative that Biden put in place to help them. Biden poured almost $20 billion into farmers. $20 billion from the Inflation Reduction Act and other programs. And Trump repealed every last one of them with an executive order. He stripped them of every program that Biden had put in place. And I'm going to be honest, those would have been upheld if Kamala Harris was still in office, because she would have never touched them. She probably would have added to it, but she would have damn sure not touched them. So now farmers are begging and praying to God now because Trump is not hearing them. They're praying to God. God is not listening. I'm just gonna. God does not hear you. He doesn't hear you. I'm just being real. Like, and I'm going to say this like I said in my video. Farmers are not dumb. They're very smart. They're very, very intelligent. Most of them have college degrees. Most of them know they run a whole farm with people and animals and food and crops. They're not dumb. They know what they voted for. You voted for racism. You voted for racism. You voted because he wanted to make America great again for white people. But it was only a certain subset of white people. It wasn't all white people. And I think that's where y'all forgot to look at. Right behind racism, there's classism. And blue collar people don't fit the class of people that Trump is serving. Whether you want to look at it or not. Y'all voted for racism, but y'all forgot about classism. And you are lower and middle class. You are not upper class. You are not the 1%. And you forgot about that. And y'all do this every time. Most white people that voted for Trump, they voted out of racism. Because only thing they have is, oh, I like his policies, but can't name any of his policies except for babies and the LGBTQIA community. That's all they've got. They have no other policies because he did not run on policies. He ran on yapping. Trump is the certified yapper. He is the #1 yapper. He ran on yapping. So, y'all got no policies. Y'all got nothing. He had nothing. He didn't even have a website. I know Vance has formed a company that he's going to buy out all of these farmers allegedly and turn it into a privatized area. We don't know if that's true wholeheartedly. I'm waiting for more information to come out. But yes, a lot of y'all voted for racism. You voted because Trump was white and he said he was going to make America great again. I'm going to ask the question to the white people in the room. When was America great? Was it when people were in slavery? Was it Jim Crow? Was it the internment camps? Was it the Trail of Tears? What is it, rushing Mexicans off of their land? Was it the Gilded Age where, the Industrial Revolution happened and we had no money? Was it COVID? I'm asking y'all, when was America great? It was never great. And all white people on YouTube, they're just saying, quit talking, quit saying stuff. It's true. America was never great for anybody. Because even the lower class white people were still struggling. The only thing y'all had was that y'all were white. That's it. That's the only thing y'all had over everybody is that y'all were white, but y'all were still poor. Y'all were still struggling. Because classism kicks in as soon as racism is out the door. There's still going to be something holding you back. And that is exactly what's happening now. You fell for a man that sold you a dream, making it think like you could be equal to him, and you're not. And so a lot of y'all are going to struggle with the rest of us. Over 300 black women have lost their jobs. But you know what I'm seeing now? White people can't get jobs either. I'm seeing white people struggling. White people being laid off. White people on the internet saying, I lost my job. Or I can't afford to go to school. Or I can't get a student loan. Oh, it's going to funnel down to y'all. Because as soon as they're done with us, y'all are next. I don't think y'all really grasp that concept. As soon as y'all are done with us, it's going to trickle down to the lower white class. There are no jobs left. We have more unemployed people than we have jobs, and that has not been like that since 2021. When Biden was in office, we had jobs. Actually, we had more jobs than we ever had before. He made sure of that. Trump ain't been in office a good, 9 months? And we already have no jobs left. Because he has allowed AI to take rampant over this country, which leaves a lot of entry-level jobs for college students to be taken over by a computer. How are college students supposed to be able to get ungreen if they don't have these entry-level positions offered anymore? There are none. He's cutting education left and right, so no one's educated enough to do those jobs or educated enough to go to college. He's making college harder to get into by cutting student loans, by minimizing how much student loans you can actually get. Really, he's trying to put all y'all asses in the field. It ain't gonna just be black folks. It's gonna be white folks too. Y'all gonna be in the field right along with us. I'm just being real. Y'all gonna be in the field right along with us. It's not funny, but it's true. It's not funny, but it's true. He's going to make it to where the white middle and lower class are going to have to struggle right along with us. You're not going to get an upper hand. You're not going to get an upper hand at all. I hate to say that, and I hate to go in that little soapbox, but it's true. Yes, I do know about the Hyundai thing. It's called Hyundai, not Hyundai, whatever that white lady said. Korea, South Korea is about to pull their money from this country. Y'all know that, right? You fucked up millions and billions of dollars into this country. Thank you. It's mine. Yeah, Hyundai is not an American company. It's a South Korean company. And you know what else South Korea owns? LG and Samsung. LG and Samsung. South Korea owns those products. You just fucked with money. Money coming into the country by 450 employees. Some of them having visas were arrested at the Hyundai plant in Georgia. 50. It was 500 employees working there. 500. I don't see no white folks lined up to go take them jobs. I don't see no white folks lined up at that factory trying to take those jobs. Because those are jobs y'all don't want. I saw a video of a man that works at that Hyundai plant. He said we had an open house and the fucking parking lot was empty. Y'all bitching and complaining about jobs being taken from y'all, but the jobs are there now and none of y'all want them because those are not the jobs y'all willing to do. Those are not the jobs y'all willing to do. Y'all just fucked up money for America because I guarantee you South Korea ain't bringing shit back here. You fucking up their production. You fucking with they money. Not only our money, they money. And y'all can't do the job that these immigrants were doing. Y'all can't do it at the capacity it was doing. Y'all can't do it at the precise precision they were doing. Y'all can't do that job. Y'all barely want to get outside and pick crops when DeSantis ran everybody out of that damn state. Y'all didn't even want to pick crops. And the people that had those farmlands in Florida were white. And they said that white folks were lazy. They complained too much. They don't know how to work hard. They quit after the first day. These are your own people talking about you. And y'all done fucked up money? Man. The country's going to be broke. The country is going to be broke. The American dream now is getting the fuck out of America. Like, that's the American dream now. The American dream is to get the fuck out of America. Because this place is going to hell in a handbasket. Especially with Trump leading the charge. I don't like this very much. But senior Democrats say they want to seek a re-election. No. Hell no. Eleanor Holmes Norton, baby, you are 88 years old. It is time for your ass to retire from the District of Columbia and go sit down some goddamn where. Go play with your grandbabies. Go sit on the porch. Have you some coffee. Watch the wind blow. Retire. Okay? It is time. I don't want to see nobody of the age of 88, 77, 70, 65. I don't want to see none of y'all asses running for re-election. Y'all are too fucking old. And too outdated. We need new blood. We need somebody with some fire on their ass that can speak quickly. Okay? If we're going to talk about Trump being old as hell, we need to talk about y'all too. Make it make sense. Oh, y'all let me know if y'all saw my recap video. I don't know if it's up yet. But yes, so Holmes recently told, she says, I say that my seniority is what is very important, and I'm not going to step aside. Your seniority is going to get the Democratic Party fucked up. Seniority only matters if you can effectively do your job. Thank you, Kitty. If you can effectively do your job, then yes, seniority matters. But it is time for new blood. We need more AOCs. We need more Jasmine Crockett's. We need more of that shit. We don't need no more quiet and calm. This is not the time for that shit. It's not. It's time for the old ass Democrats to get the fuck out and retire. Go play with y'all grandkids. Go do the shopping channel. Go to QVC. Go eat at Cracker Barrel Waffle House. But y'all got to go. On top of that, Representative David Scott, 80 years old, says he wants to do re-election. She said she will. She said, oh Lord, Eleanor said she want to serve into her 90s. I can't. I cannot. Representative John Larson of Connecticut, he wants to rerun. He's 77 years old. Representative Steve Cohen, he says he's not worried about running. I hope and pray to God that every one of y'all that is seeking re-election has somebody younger running. Damn, she was fine as fuck. Is she moving in our damn building? I'm sorry. My window's right here and I'm on the first floor. And we got some people moved out that's moving back in. My bad. That's that ADH for you. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. Okay. That's how ADHD works, y'all. It will take you for a ride. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That was not on purpose. My mind just switched real quick. Okay, let me get back. Squirrel. Okay, let me get back to what I was saying. I'm not gonna show her. That's creepy. I'm not gonna show her, but she is cute. Yeah, I needed that. So I'm really hoping that none of them win. And I'm not trying to be petty, but we need younger blood. And I'm hoping there's someone younger opposing them. Someone with better views. Someone with a fight in them, a fire under their ass, because we need that. On top of that, Governor Westmore is not running in 2028. He made it very clear that he is not running in 2028. I will be showing all of the shirts. He won't be running he won't run. He says he wants to keep. I'm a Republican. No, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a leftist. I'm not an atheist. I'm not spirit. I'm none of that shit, bitch. I'm on the right side of right. I do not claim anything. I'm on the right side of right. That's just it. He says he wants to run for 2026 midterms so we can get that seat and we can keep that seat in the House. We need to keep that seat. And that's just what it is. So he will not be running for 2028. Which is okay with me. I'm okay with that. I thought that he would run, but I'm okay with that. We just gonna have to, look for other people. On top of that, Hakeem Jeffries has appointed everybody and their mama that can't stand Trump to the January 6th committee. So I'm trying to see what actually is going to happen to that, because that is going to be hilarious. Did you just call me a bitch? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I probably was talking fast if I did. Hold on. Where is that headline? I'm looking for that headline. Hold on. Because there was 2 more headlines when it came. Oh, the blue wave may be coming. There's a new polling that says that we are up 20 points against Trump. We're up against Trump. We're up 20 points. Democrats are up 20 points against Trump. Hi, Wicked Confessions. Yes. Thank you. Which is great. So that blue wave may hit. And Trump has already asked the Missouri senator that he needs an extra seat. So Missouri may be redistricting their area if they get away with it. This is going to be a fight, y'all. The redistricting is all about midterms. It's all about midterms. Thank you. And if they get their way, we're going to be fucked. But let's hope not. And speaking of Missouri senator, I need y'all to listen to this. And y'all know me, I don't mince words. But white folks, this is not for you. Everybody else, this is for you. So please listen. Because I don't think everybody caught this.
of frostbite at Valley. The Continental Army soldiers dying of frostbite at Valley Forge. The Pilgrims struggling to survive in the hard winter soil of Plymouth. The pioneers striking out from Missouri for the wild and dangerous frontier. The outnumbered Kentucky settlers repelling wave after wave of Indian war band attacks from beyond the stockade walls. All of them would be astonished to hear that they were only fighting for a proposition. They believed they were fighting for a nation, a homeland for themselves and their descendants. They fought, they bled, they struggled, they died for us. They built this country for us. America, in all its glory, is their gift to us, handed down across the generations. It belongs to us. It's our birthright. It's our heritage, our destiny. If America is everything and everyone, then it is nothing and no one at all. When they tear down our statues and monuments, mock our history, and insult our traditions, they're attacking our future as well as our past. By changing the stories we tell about ourselves, they believe they can build a new America with the new myths, a new people. But America doesn't belong to them. It belongs to us. It's our home. It's a heritage entrusted to us by our ancestors. It's a way of life that is ours and only ours. If we disappear, then America too will cease to exist. The Continental Army soldiers dying of frostbite at Valley Forge. The Pilgrims struggling to survive in the hard winter soil of Plymouth.
So, this is Missouri Senator Eric Schmidt. He's saying America is for white people and white people only. And when it's for everybody, it's for nobody. So basically, he's saying that, how can I put this? The land they stole, they unalived people for. They raped. They gave diseases to. They brought people over to work this land. The land they stole was their God-given right. And that it was built for them and them only. And that their statues, Confederate statues, are being taken down. Y'all lost. I ain't never seen people bitch and complain so much after you lost. The Confederates lost. Y'all didn't win. Somebody check my thing out of here. Y'all didn't win. Give it up. Y'all will never. And you know what? I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This country will never be white only. White people didn't build this shit. And y'all weren't the first ones here. That's just the truth. You weren't the first ones here and you didn't build it. That White House, that white man is sitting in, my ancestors built that shit. The money you pass around was picked by Cotton. Cotton was picked by my ancestors, not yours. Okay? That railroad station that you use was built by internment camp Japanese people. It wasn't y'all. It was not y'all. Y'all lazy as fuck. Y'all don't even want to do nothing now. None of y'all want to go get in the field and work. Y'all have the opportunity now. There are plenty of farmers that need help. I don't see none of y'all hoes running up there to go do that shit. Y'all lazy. Talking about the country is supposed to be yours and it's a God-given right. Fuck your God-given right. And I mean that wholeheartedly. But you know what I do like about him? He's finally saying the quiet part out loud. He's finally saying the quiet part out loud. We are racist. And we feel like this country belongs to us. I prefer to know who my enemies are. I don't want y'all to hide behind fake profile pictures. And that's what I don't understand. If you really feel wholeheartedly that you don't like any other race but yours, don't hide behind no fake profile. Be real with your shit. Own up to it. Love it. Embrace it. You don't have to hide. Trust me, black folks ain't gonna feel no type of way. We not. Be real and be upfront. That way we know how to move. I would prefer a racist to tell me they're racist so I don't have to deal with them. Be a racist out. You know, that's the one thing I don't understand about most white people, and don't take offense to this. Y'all don't want to own something y'all created. Y'all don't want to own. This is the first thing I've ever seen y'all not want to take accountability for. Not want to own. Y'all want to own everything, but y'all don't want to own racism. How is that possible? You created it. The one thing y'all actually created, y'all don't want to take accountability for. That don't make no sense to me. Own that shit. It's okay. Because it will teach us how to move. Black people and people of color, we know how to move. We know how to get the fuck away from y'all. I wish the country would be divided in half. Give black folks the West Coast, y'all take the East Coast, and we'll be good. We'll see who survives. We'll see who survives. If we split the damn country down the goddamn middle, and we give racist white folks their side, and everybody else on the other side, let's see how we work. Let's see how it works. That means all black people, all mixed people, Asians, Southeast Asians, Latinos, Koreans, everybody on that side. We're going to have some good ass food, some good ass music, some good ass celebrations, some good ass trading. Language barriers won't be that hard anymore because we're all going to want to learn each other's language. I would love to see that shit happen, and then let them all fight and squander over there. You know what's going to end up happening? They're going to try to invade our shit because they are not happy with themselves. They're going to try to invade our shit because they're not happy with themselves. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to eat themselves alive. Seriously. And the reason I say we get the West Coast because Mexico is right there too. So we're going to cut that hole in half. Y'all can't go nowhere but up. And you better hope Canada lets you in. I'm just saying. That kind of makes sense for me. Now, I don't know if I have any people from Uganda in my chat. Uganda, y'all need to talk to y'all president. He said he will now accept immigrants from the United States that have been arrested by Trump. Is your car running? Oh, there's two people. By Trump. He will accept them as long as they don't have a criminal history. If you don't sit your butt down somewhere, what's wrong with you? Come here. Come on, up. I ain't got time for you today. Yeah. He says he will accept them as long as they don't have a criminal background. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Are y'all that down out and bad? Seriously, I really am asking, are y'all that down out and bad? Yes, Ugandan president said he will take on migrants from the U.S., but they can't have a criminal background. So now we know that the Supreme Court has agreed to allow Trump to use ICE to racially profile people. And this is what it is. It's racial profiling. They're going to be picked up by their skin color, their race, and the languages they speak. That's just it. ICE is now allowed to race profile. And I'm going to be very clear. To me, this sounds like walking while black, laughing while black, working while black, sitting while black, sleeping while black. Trust me, once they're done with them, it's going to be us. Now, I don't know how well y'all gonna be able to get over that shit. I don't know how they're gonna be able to work that in with black folks, because we ain't running. That's not even a joke. We are not running. There won't be no running. Like that boy in Chicago said, we don't give a fuck about no Trump. Let him come up in here. Let him come up in here. This is a totally different thing. We not running because ain't nowhere to run. Ain't nowhere for us to run. So we gonna stand. I know he knows that shit. He knows that shit. What happened to ICE up in New York? They got ran the fuck out. They said, you got us fucked up. You're not finna come. According to ICE, is currently invading Chicago now. I know. Lord, play for them YNs, because them YNs are about to act the fuck up. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Chicago was the wrong place to start. I'm just saying. You could have started anywhere. You wanted to start in Chicago. I'm just saying. That would have not been number one on my list. I would not have started in Chicago. I really wouldn't have started there. I would have started somewhere else. Because the population is not as big as they think when it comes to immigrants. But good luck to you and yours. RFK Jr. suggests that Tylenol is the reason why pregnant women and autism exist. He's saying the reason why pregnant women have babies who have autism is because of Tylenol. This man trying to find any reason. He's trying to find any reason for Tylenol. For autism. He's trying to find any reason to find a reason for autism. Because he didn't run on that, but that was his key run. Was autism. He's got to find a reason for autism. God damn it, how many people are going to view this motherfucking place? You got to go. Love you, but you got to go. Yeah, so he's blaming them. At this point, being a woman is the reason for autism. Because I don't understand his concept. But Health and Human Service Secretary RFK Jr. expected to publish a report claiming that Tylenol used by pregnant women is potentially linked to autism. I need to see this report. The report will suggest that the pain-relieving medication is among the potential causes of autism, along with low levels of vitamins, folate. Yeah, along with low levels of folate, a vitamin that promotes cell growth. Shut up. What? That don't even make no damn sense. Shut up. Oh, he get on my nerves. Oh. Here's something for y'all to giggle about. Iran. Iran says their nuclear program is intact as the military prepares for the next round with Israel. God damn, we not catching no breaks, bro. Iran said they ready. Pull up. Commander-in-Chief of the Islamic Republic of Iran Army, Major General Amir Hatami, I hope I said that right, declared that the Iran is preparing for another round of confrontation with Israel, stressing that these 12-day war exposed the failure of Tel Aviv despite full Western backing. That means us. Thank you. That means us. He said during the inspection tour of the Iranian armed units in I can't say that word, in Isfahan and Tabriz and Hamadan, I don't know, 3 goddamn cities. I'm pretty sure that's where all his places are. The Israel occupation benefited from the peak of Western military and technology support, including NATO assistance. yet it ended no major failure. He added that all branches of the Iran national defense, the army's ground, air, and air defense forces, alongside the Revolutionary Guard and the ordinary citizens, had played a role in repelling the attack, which he said sought out to destroy the Iran's nuclear program. The nuclear program is rooted in indigenous capabilities that cannot be eliminated by force. Okay, so it'd be funny if Qatar, who condemned Israel when they attacked Iran, teams up with Iran right now to go after Israel. I'm just saying. That could happen. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Qatar and Iran could team up right along with Yemen and the Houthis. They could all team up together. Hell, you know Afghanistan can't stand our asses. It's a possibility. I'm just... Somebody said, ain't that some shit? It is some shit. No one likes us. Nobody likes us right now. Unfortunately, we are fucked if they all team up together. Nobody likes us. Mexico don't like us. Canada don't like. Nobody likes us. Shit. And y'all know what's going on in Nepal, right? Do y'all have any idea what's going on in Nepal? Has anybody seen the headlines? What about Nepal? Nepal's Gen Zers have set shit off in their city. They are in the streets. They are protesting their government and their corruption. The government is so corrupted that they shut down their social media. Nepal has no access to X, Facebook, or YouTube because they don't want nobody to know what's going on. So they've shut out people from reporting live about what is going on with their corrupt government. 17 people so far have been unalived, and over 100 people have been injured. They not backing down at all. Them Gen Zers are out there saying, fuck around and find out and give us our damn connection back to the world. You're being throttled like crazy. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with that. And those Gen Zers are not playing with y'all. You took their fucking only way of speaking out against their government. They gonna be in the streets for a good minute. I feel like everybody's in the streets but us. I ain't getting in the streets. I'm black. But everybody else can get their ass out there. I ain't. I like my body. That's just what it is. That is just what it is. But police are trying to, they already put a curfew out, but the Gen Zers are not following the fucking curfew either. They don't give a shit about that goddamn curfew. Fuck that curfew. Give us our social media back so we can tell the world how fucked up y'all are. That's just it. That's all they have to say. That's all they have to say. And I'm with them. I'm with them. But here's some fucked up news for Palestinians. The Belgium will not be able to issue diplomatic passports to Palestinian officials to enable their participation in the upcoming UN General Assembly in New York. They need to move the General Assembly from New York. It does not need to be here. Because we already know Trump will not allow Palestinians in. We already know that. So why have it here? When we already know the UN's main priority right now is Palestinians. So they're not going to have access. They're not even going to be able to be here to speak for themselves. So the announcement follows a proposal from the Belgian Palestinian Association, which suggests that the Belgian issue a diplomatic passports to Palestinian leaders, including President Mahmoud Abbas, after the U.S. administration refused to grant entry visas to the Palestinian delegation. Belgian authorities stated that the 2014 Consular Code no longer permits the issues of diplomatic passports to Belgians, French-speaking public broadcasters, or etc. The Americans' authority systematically refuses visas to representatives of the Palestinian Authority and the PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization, for political reasons. Fuck Israel. Fuck Israel. It's all about Israel. I'm gonna make something very clear. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all are trying to turn America into your second country. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Y'all can all go back to Israel for all I care. Who said that? An American. An American. I said it. Go back to Israel. This is not y'all country. Your flag should not be upheld over everyone else's flag. You should not get protections over everyone else. Black folks don't even have protections in this country, and y'all got protections? Fuck y'all. And y'all wonder why majority of Americans don't give a shit about what happens to y'all. I don't give a shit. I'm making that very clear. And let me piss off some more Jewish people. Hold on. Let me piss off some more, y'all, because I live for that shit. So, the LA Holocaust Museum apologizes for saying Holocaust are unacceptable for everyone. They said, never again can't only mean never again for Jews. Okay? Never again can't only mean never again for Jews. They had to apologize for that statement because Jewish people got offended. Jewish people, y'all weren't the first fucking Holocaust. You weren't. You're not that special. You were not the first Holocaust. The first Holocaust was in Namibia, an African country. Germany used their practices on Namibia first to perfect them, to use them on you. Bitch, you wasn't first. It's always going to be black people tested first. You're not special. Not at all. Move the fuck on. Like y'all tell black people all the time to get over slavery, get over it. You weren't first. So if you want to go by facts and facts only, never again can't only mean never again for Namibians. Never again can't never be just for Namibians. Y'all need to stop giving Jewish people that fucking credit. Stop giving it to them. Correct them every goddamn time. African people were the first people to go through a Holocaust, not y'all. You are not fucking special. You came in second. You didn't even get first place. They fine-tuned they shit on the Namibians in Africa before they decided to fine-tune them on y'all ass. Y'all are not fucking special. And if you were that fucking special, you would have saved yourselves, but you didn't. Everybody else came to save you. You stole someone else's land, and now you're trying to invade America to make it part of your shit too. I got problems with all y'all. I like the truth. Y'all run from that shit. You're not special. And if you weren't white, you would not even be talked about, like Namibia. Your skin color got you in the history books. Not what happened to you. Your skin color got you in the history books. Not what happened to you. Don't get me wrong, what happened was fucked up and wrong across the board. But the only reason you got museums, the only reason people went to fight for you, the only reason you made it in the history books is because you were white. Because if that's the case, Namibia would be in the history books before y'all. But we got to dig that shit up. Just like we have to dig up information about the Congo and Sudan. You're not fucking special. You're just white. And I'm not the nice black woman, so get over it. Y'all don't like that truth. Y'all don't like that truth. And that is the facts. You're I'm not anti-Semitic. I like the truth. You can't call anti-Semitism the truth. It's the truth. If you don't like the truth, that's your fault. You know what we say, whitewash? White people like to whitewash across the board. It's not just white people in America. It's all over the world. Y'all like to whitewash history to make it seem like y'all are the only people that matter, and you're not. Call me what the fuck you want. I'll be anti-Semitic. I don't care. Hey, Charlene, I don't give a shit. It's the truth. If you're offended by the truth, then you need to go to you and your God and have a conversation. But like I said, Namibia, first Holocaust, Germany inflicted their pain on Namibia first. They sharpened their tools, they harnessed their practices, and then they took it back to Germany to do it on Jewish people. And the only reason Jewish people are now in the history books is because they were white. The only reason y'all matter, the only reason people fight for y'all and save y'all, the only reason you have museums and monuments, it's not because of what happened to you, it's because of your skin color. Because if that is the case, Namibia would be mentioned before Jewish people. But nobody wants to talk about that because Namibia is not white. Namibia is not white. And they suffered. They suffered immensely. Most of their population was wiped out due to Germany committing a Holocaust. But it doesn't matter because Namibia is not white. You don't see the Congo on the news 24/7. You don't see Sudan on the news 24/7. It's not because they can't get eyes down there, because they can. They just don't want to. Because what matters most is white people, like Israel attacking Palestinians. No, I didn't see your comment. But I'm going to speak it. I'm going to say it because I don't give a fuck. Y'all not special. And never again can't only mean never again for Jewish people. If you want to play that fucking game, black people went through a Holocaust and a genocide. If you want to be real, we went through a Holocaust, a genocide, and slavery all at the same fucking time. And it wasn't just in America. It happened in other countries as well that enslaved us. We weren't just enslaved by Americans. We were enslaved all over the fucking world. Chinese people enslaved us. Afghans had a hand. Palestinians had a hand. Everybody had a hand with us. But we're not classified as a genocide, a Holocaust, or anything else. But hey, we're not white either. So, if Jewish people want to feel special, do that shit somewhere else, because I ain't fucking with it. Be mad at me, I don't care, but it's the truth. The only reason you exist so hard is because of your color. That's it. I'm going to get off that soapbox. Because, you know, people get offended when you start telling the truth. But hey, I'm not the nice black woman. Get over it. Get over it. On to other news. Trump wants to take over the 9/11 memorial and the museum. For what? I don't know. It's already perfect. New York, I hope y'all got some way of blocking that shit. Because you know once he gets his hands on that shit, it's going to be every lie told. I don't know why he wants to take it over, but you know 9/11 is in 2 days. 9/11 is in 2 days. I don't know what he wants with it, but he wants it. And that ain't never good. It's never good for Trump to want anything. He also downplayed domestic violence between men and women. Of course, I never think that's funny. But this is your president. It's not mine. I would never downplay domestic violence. That's just, ooh, Lord. I can't lose my platform. I can't lose it. I can't lose it. I can't lose it. I got to keep it close. Okay. I need y'all to pay attention to something, and it's real shit. You know South Carolina is a red state, but we got some big shit coming out of there. South Carolina Republicans are pushing a bill that could threaten birth control access. Y'all knew this was coming sooner or later. It was going to come. So, South Carolina lawmakers are once again under fire after introducing a Senate Bill 323. Senate Bill 323. A proposal for total abortion ban that goes further than many expected. Am I on Section 8? No, I wish I was, though. I'll save a lot of money if I was on Section 8. That would have been great, bro. You don't understand. I wish I was on food stamps and Section 8. Ooh, that'd be great. Shit, my rent is like $1,500. And I ain't even got a dining room. I'm sorry. I saw that comment. That shit. I ain't even got a dining room. And I pay about $1,500 a month. So, on paper, the bill is framed around outlawing abortion. But reproductive rights groups warn that the language is so broad, it could also affect access to birth control and reproductive health information. If passed, the legislation wouldn't just criminalize abortion, it would also make it a crime to aid and abet someone in seeking of one, even by providing information over the phone or the internet. So you call in the hotline, you call in Planned Parenthood, that could be against the law. The sweeping definition raises concerns about whether doctors, clinics, and even educators could safely provide or discuss certain contraceptives. Advocates say that wording blurs the line between abortion care and contraceptive. So fear methods like IUDs, emergency contraceptive, hormonal birth control could fall into the gray area, leaving providers hesitant to offer them. Now, it criminalizes abortions in all cases. That means rape and incest. That means if you're a child, a baby, 11, 12, 13, you still have to produce that child. It makes it illegal to even seek information or ask for help. Even sharing info could be a crime. This is a very serious area because it will start with abortion, it'll blur the line, and it will stop with contraceptives. And that means men having the access to rubbers and women having the access to birth control or over-the-counter day after, morning after pills. That shit could be snatched off. And yeah. The first hearing is scheduled for October 1st. So if you are in South Carolina, you need to be making phone calls quick. Because y'all know once one red state picks this shit up, it is going to move across the Bible Belt. Y'all know that. Once one red state picks this up, it is going to move across the Bible Belt, and then it's going to go to the Supreme Court. And yes, it is going to be more STIs, more STDs, more venereal diseases, more HIV. All of that is going to run rapid. So it's not just about contraceptives. It is also our health. Now, I know men ain't with that shit. It is gonna make, and yes, I do understand that the birth rate is down in the United States and across the world, except for Africa. The birth rate is down. And the reason the birth rate is down is specifically old white men. It's y'all fault. Y'all have literally tainted younger generations, and y'all have turned women. I said this shit last year. I said this shit last year during the election. I said women were going to clamp up. I said this shit last year. If y'all put Donald Trump in office and abortion became harder for women in this country, they were going to close their legs. I said this shit last year. And look what is happening. Women don't even want to have kids anymore. There was a polling NBC did. They did a polling when it came to Gen Zers. And women Gen Zers who voted for Kamala Harris strongly, that means white, Korean, Hispanic, Latinos, they define success as having a job that is fulfilling, their mental health and stability, using their talents to help someone else, and having enough money to do what the fuck they want. You know what was at the bottom of their list, number 11 and 12? Getting married and having children. Getting married and having children was 11 and 12 when it came to what they defined as success. Now, for the men that voted for Trump, a lot of white boys, 6%, what 6 or 7% of black men, they define success as having kids, having a job that is fulfilling, having financial stability. Number 4 was getting married. So they want to have children more than they even want to get married. And at the bottom of the totem pole was mental stability. They don't give a fuck about being mental stable. They don't give a shit about mental stability. They want to have kids first, and everything is last. They don't give a fuck about their finance. They don't give a fuck about being married. They don't give a fuck about their mental stability. They just want to push out children. Have the tables turned. And you wonder why women are grouping up together and building homes together and building villages together and retiring with each other. Y'all have forced women to lock they fucking legs. And doing this shit is going to make it worse. And I hope Louisiana is not the only person that makes castration a law. Because once women start clamping up even more, raping is going to get higher. And I hope a lot of unalivers are going to get unalived. I hope a lot of y'all start losing y'all lives and y'all decide to take that route with women. I honestly feel like that. I hope that a lot of y'all get taken out as y'all try to do this to women. Because that's what's going to end up happening. Men are going to become sexually frustrated. Because women are no longer going to put their lives in danger. This is what's going to happen. And I said this last year. If y'all force women to not have rights and full body autonomy, they're going to click down. There won't be no more getting you know what from anybody. There are no more freebies, no more one night stands, none of that. None of that. And look what's happening. Our fertility rate is below average. Below average. Women don't even want to fucking get married anymore because it's a trap. It is seen as a trap now. Especially when, if you don't have a last name that matches your birth certificate, you won't be able to vote. especially now that they're trying to make it where the man of the household has the vote, has the full autonomy to make the decisions for the house. You got me fucked up. I'm keeping my last name. And the Gen Zers are the ones that's going to teach the little alpha girls that men are not the end all be all, baby. It's going to keep fucking y'all up. And yes, I think it's Louisiana or Mississippi has adopted that if you grape somebody, you get castrated. I like that idea. I'm in full support of it. I hope that shit spreads nationwide. But this right here, if you are in South Carolina, you need to start making phone calls now. Do not wait till October 1st to start talking. You need to start talking now. Because if this shit goes nationwide, it is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. And you know who's going to suffer the most? Men. And I'm being real. Because women going to be like, I can deal without that shit. I got my hand. I'm good. I am good on you. Why you think a lot of young men are now returning back to the church? Because they feel like they can find a girl in the church that will obey them and have their kids without thinking twice. They're not going back to church for God. They're going back to church to find a servant. They're going back to church to find a servant. They need a maid. They need somebody like their mama. They need somebody that's not going to question them. That's just what it is. They're not looking for God. They're looking for a servant. It's sad, but it's true. So everybody knows about the 50 ships going to break the blockade in Gaza. Well, Greta's ship got hit by a drone. And it's not allegedly. I saw the video. The country that she's in, I think it's called Tucson or Tusani or Tuna. I can't pronounce it. But it's Tunissian. They said that it wasn't them. They said that a life jacket caught on fire on the boat, and that's how it happened. No, there is video. Somebody struck them. Thank you, Mercy. Somebody struck them. And baby, thank you. I'm not really finna say it. What's my Cash App? I'm not giving that out. Why would I give a Cash App out? Just go watch my video. I don't do that. We're still trying to get information on that shit, but I don't believe that it wasn't Israel. I believe that they did take a shot at her. It just happened to be Greta's ship. But we waiting. We're waiting because they're getting closer to Gaza. They're definitely getting closer to Gaza. So this is going to be ugly because it's not just one country. It is several countries on these ships. Several countries are on these ships. Just being real, it's several countries on this ship. So I hope they move accordingly. I really hope they move accordingly. I'm praying for their safety. And I really hope no people of color are on those ships because we already know how Israel feels about people of color. We already know how Israel feels about people of color. We already know what happened to that black man that was on that ship. I pray that there are no people of color on that ship. people that look like me, because it's going to get worse every time. Chris was on the ship. Oh, shit. We already know what's going to happen. The Epstein letters came out. That is the creepiest birthday book I've ever seen in my life. If y'all ain't seen the book, that is the creepiest birthday book I've ever seen in my life. What kind of birthday book is that where you draw girls rubbing on your body and then little girls on the side? That shit was creepy. Like, I put some screenshots in my video. If you go to my video, you can find it. Like, what kind of book is that? And you got pictures of men standing with swim trunks on. Y'all look. What kind of damn, what is that? That was nasty. That was nasty. And yes, Bill Clinton does have a letter in there, but it wasn't like Donald Trump's letter. It wasn't even, it says, I can't even read this goddamn language. Yeah, it was a regular happy birthday. Bill Clinton ain't been president in 24 years. He ain't been president in 24 years. But I think the Republicans are trying to get a gotcha moment. On top of that, I heard that the Republicans are trying to erase every Republican that was in those files before they released them. That's a word on the street. They're trying to erase every Republican that was ever in the Epstein files before they release them and leave the Democrats in there. That's just what I heard. That is just what I heard. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be wrong. That's all I got for y'all today. Last but not least, I'm gonna say this because it is something I'm currently experiencing. Right now, I am trying to come out of depression. And I'm going to say this to people in general. Stop asking and reminding people of shit that they already know. Stop asking and reminding people of shit they already know. Like, I'm about to be 40. I'll be 40 in December. I will be 40 in December. I know I'm about to be 40 in December. You don't have to fucking remind me of my own birthday. You also don't have to remind me that I don't have kids. And you don't have to remind me that I'm not married. Bitch, you don't think I know that. I get up every fucking day. I sit in my bed for an hour. I get my thoughts together. My house is quiet. I don't have no kids running behind me asking me, Mommy, can you do this? Mommy, can you do that? I ain't got no husband asking me where his fucking tie is. And did I pack him a motherfucking lunch? My money is my money. I spend it how I please. I don't need to be reminded that I'm about to be 40 and I don't have kids and I'm not married. Bitch, I know that. Did I ever think I would be in this position? No, I would not. Because when I was in college, I was dating and I was practically married and I had a stepchild. Everybody thought I was going to be married by then. But God had other intentions for me. And when you ask a woman why she doesn't have kids, you're fucking stupid. You're asking a question you don't have the right to get an answer to. I don't have kids because I can't have kids. You think I want to answer that shit 24/7? No. I am not in a relationship because I have not found somebody that aligns with me fully. And I'm not going to settle. I would rather be single than settle for bullshit. And I'm one of the easiest people to date. The most crazy thing about me is my decor. But I would rather be alone than deal with bullshit. My peace comes before everything, because that's how my mental state works. But I don't need to be fucking reminded, bitch, that I'm about to be 40 and I don't have no kids and I'm not married, because I'm not married by choice. Let me make this very clear. I am not married by choice. It's not that I've never been proposed to. It's not that I've never been proposed to. I just am not married by choice. Now, the kids part, that is God's plan. And it just wasn't God's plan for me to have kids. But no woman should have to deal with those fucking situations and those questions, especially by men that got 4 or 5 kids running around this motherfucking place and ain't married not one woman they've been with. And women, stop fucking answering the questions. Look at them like they stupid and keep moving. You don't have the right to the answers. That is invading my personal space. So the next time one of you motherfuckers ask me that question, you're going to get cussed the fuck out. In my DMs, in my comment section, wherever it is. I don't give a fuck if I'm too fine to be single. I don't give a fuck if I'm too nurturing to not have kids. I got nieces and nephews. I take very well good care of their asses. They call me Auntie Nene with the pocketbook. Now, I don't know if that is just the first thing men look at. I'd rather be fucking on the shelf and outdated and deal with y'all motherfuckers for real. And that's real shit. I'd rather be outdated and on the shelf than put my ass out there and deal with that shit. That, no. That's just it. Call me what you want. But I would rather have my peace than have to compromise my morals, my spirituality, my capacity to love, my nurturing behavior for the sake of a man. And that is just real shit. Because it is not nice out there, ladies. I don't give a fuck what age it is. It is not nice. At all. I got fur babies and them bitches get on my nerves half of the time. Thank God they quiet right now. They sleep. Let's not bring them up. It is a choice to choose peace. And especially with my mental health, I don't have room for anybody. So, men, be a little bit more fucking respectful. Be a little bit more fucking respectful. If you don't see a woman with kids running around and she not married, a lot of times it's by fucking choice. It is by choice, especially at this age. It's not a lot of good y'all out there. And yes, ladies, I do swing both ways, but I'm in Atlanta. I'm going to say that again. I'm in Atlanta. I would never date a woman here in Atlanta. Never. That shit, no, okay? No, I would never date Atlanta. I would never date a woman in Atlanta. She would have to be an expat. She would have to just moved in this bitch. Wow. It just won't. It won't happen. But other than that, my IG is Talk Your Shit Nene. My YouTube is Talk Your Shit Nene. We do not know if TikTok is going to be here by the 19th. We got 10 more days. 10 more days, y'all. I don't know what the update was supposed to be like, but that update didn't do shit for me. It just changed my whole face of shit. I don't know. Did anybody else do the update on TikTok? That's where I will be. I will be on IG. I will be on Facebook. I will be on YouTube. once this place goes bye-bye. Y'all didn't do the update? Do the goddamn update. What do you mean you didn't do the update? Do the goddamn, oops, sorry. Do the goddamn update. I ain't gonna be on Threads. Well, I am on Threads. I'm on Threads. Threads flows through my reels. So yeah, I'm on Threads. But yeah, y'all better get prepared because TikTok may be shutting down in 10 days. And it doesn't matter if Frumpy has joined the goddamn revolution. It does not matter. It does not matter if he's joined TikTok. It's just another way for him to talk. So we don't know what's going to happen. But if TikTok is still here, I will be selling my shirts. If it's not, it's going to go to Instagram. I don't know what's going to happen yet, so I'm waiting. That's why I have not put my shirts out. This is one of my shirts. I'll stand up for y'all. Hold on. Ugh. Sassy, can you move back for me, please? Oh, you all right? Did I get you? I didn't get you. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to put my butt in the camera. This is one of my shirts. This is actually a large. I'm not the nice black woman. This is my motto. This is me. And hold on, I'll be right back. I know y'all tired of me this morning. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. All right. So that's one of the shirts. This is the other one. Certified Yapper. That's one. I'm going to show it again. Certified Yapper. Okay. The other one in black. Certified Yapper. Yes, I'm going to have them in different colors with different color hands because I know everybody is not the same complexion. I want girls to feel equally included. And this is the other one. Of course, this is me. All the letters are bubbled and they pop off of the shirts. These shirts are 100% cotton. They're heavy. They are not see-through. They're heavy. So, the colors pop, love it. One of each. So, once I figure out what's going on with TikTok, then I will make the decision on where I'm going to sell these shirts. I just need a pink one, please. Please do a pink. I'm gonna get all that worked out. Yes, I did want to make sure. This is why I've been taking my time on these shirts because I don't want to just put out anything. This is also, all the shirts, the letters are bubbled. They jump off of the shirt. But I need to wait. I'm going to wait until we find out what's going on with TikTok. Once I find out what's going on with TikTok, then I will tell y'all where I'm going to sell them at. You can tell it's way mailed. It's definitely person. This shit is hot too, y'all. I'm sweating. I ain't even gonna lie. This shirt is kind of thick. So it will work in the winter. It's kind of thick. It is. But I'm going to wait. Definitely want them in 3D imaging. Yeah, I'm definitely going to wait. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, with the daily recap. If you have not watched my video, please go watch my video. Lavender? What y'all want lavender for? Y'all weird. These also will be turned into hoodies. So we're going to wait on that. Oh, that's cute, Democracy. Thank you. But I will see you guys tomorrow with the daily recap. And y'all be good to each other. Just be good to each other. There's already enough fucked up shit in this world. Just give one person a compliment today. All right? Bye, peoples. Bye, YouTube. Bye, racist.